Hello, my name is Sub-Zero-Exabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video. Today is going to be a fun video and it is going to be very special. We are going to have a lot of fun, and by that I mean that we're going to try and roam around a little. That might not sound that special, but I can promise you that it is going to be very special. Now this is going to be a new experience for me because I have not tried this in forever, so please just hang on tightly so we can start and have some fun. Now we have been launched into the world of Minecraft. But of course that is something that you guys already knew, right? Well, right now we are inside of the Minecraft world. I mean, who of you guys can honestly say that they have been around long enough to have played this long that they just run around? That is just the best thing ever, to be honest. But that might just be me. So right now actually we are getting right back into that nostalgic feeling again. I know that I have talked about this a lot lately, but this is just something that instantly gets me back into a younger Sub-Zero man. I just feel that it keeps you guys on your feet and at the edge of your seats every time that you are watching one of my videos. That is not too weird now, is it? Okay, it actually might be, but let's just forget about that because that is not something that I want to do. Now it might look like I am not telling you all of this from my perspective. No, the noob that you are watching right here is actually me. I am just undercover so that no one will bother me, and this is going to be a lot of fun. But since I have got the footage of me going through all of my traps, I will just roll that with the audio. So from here on out I will be calling it a day, and enjoy all of the fun that you will be having with this noob right here, because he is going to be messing up a lot in this video. So take care, and let's roll the clip. So you know it is a trap room. It is same old same old. I can just jump around here just like that, and I will probably die. That is basically what all the fuzz is about when it comes to these things. Now of course I am better than that. That is why this was just a demonstration of how you would fail in this trap stuff. But you know, for me these are maybe just all that hard. It is just a normal routine to follow. And of course you know, I am a wolf in noob's clothing, so this might become kind of a big struggle for me, but I will try it at least. But you may be wondering right now like, well Sub, what in the world are you doing right now? Just doing something reckless like building a trap like this, just out of pure boredom? Well, yes and no. I mean kind of yes, but really no. I mean there have been a lot of people trying to build good houses lately, and even though I made a really cool video on how to make a modern house and such, by the way, you should definitely go ahead and check that out because it was literally amazing. But as I was saying, yes, we are going to be doing something a little bit different than that, because right now we are going to go into a more typical / classical house building style. And of course we have got out house noob with us right here, and we are going to be teaching him a little because that is something that must be done right now. Right now. Yeah, that sounded really weird to me as well. But let's get this party started now, shall we? Now, as I said before and before again and again, I keep having these noobs finding out where I live, and it is just driving me nuts. Now I have already tried training the noobs in order to make them respect me and know a thing or two about the game. Like, of course right now I want to go in a more usual style house and stuff, because that is what the people of Minecraft want, you know. Not everyone wants a flashy house. Some people just like to have their house very hidden and stuff so that they can go ahead and make sure that they are safe and sound from enemies and mobs and stuff like that. So we might want to go for an invisible house of some sort, but I do not think that this will be my best option, because that is no fun, and no one can see your house that way. So you know, that is a pickle. Now we cannot just hide the house. We have to make this some kind of way where it is just going to be camouflaged really well within the environment. So we will have to make it blend in well. And what better way to do this than to just build the house inside of a rock wall? That is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to the chest / stealing problem. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. But I was able to apply that same idea that I used on the chest problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the housing problem that I have got right now. But I am just hoping that once I am done with all of this right here, that I can just live here in peace again. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done. But that is not something that I want to do right now. So I am just praying to the gods that this will actually work in one go, and that I can finally make sure that all of you are safe and sound in the world of Minecraft. Because yes, that is an actual concern of mine, if you would like me to tell you that, because I just want to take care of all of you if that is possible. But however I might be feeling about this classic sand trap of mine that I am building, it will still take a lot of time before I am actually done with this thing, because there is just so much work to do right now. Maybe I should hire some people to come and work for me and build this thing for me. Oh wait, never mind, I am cool right now and that is not what I should do, because I am trying to keep the people out of this Minecraft realm. And of course if they were to be the ones who build this thing, then they would be finding out where I would live, or I should pack it up and move it somewhere else. But I will not go and do that, because that looks like just a little bit too much of a hassle, which is not what I am looking for right now. Because if I have got to work even more on this thing, I will probably end up losing my mind over it, which is not what I am looking for right now. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with, so that I can actually get some stuff done instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time, because my words will not feed my mouth right now, or ever actually. But then again, why not, right? I mean, my words are actually filling my mouth, but that just sounds weird, so I am just going to cut that off right there and start talking about something else like nothing ever happened right here. My god, I can be so awkward at times for some reason. So next thing that is up on my little short list of things that you should be applying to your trap when you really want this to have an aggressive feel to it. And it might sound a little weird, I might get that, but just hear me out, alright? So first thing first, will be sand in this one. A lot of classical traps are filled with TNT because it just looks really scary, and I really like that as well. Plus it is going to give you some bang that will shine right into your house, which of course is cool as well. I mean, who would not want that, right? But second of all is the color. Sand is always going to be your go-to color when it comes to building a sand trap, and try wool and lightwood when you want to add some color, or a floor or something like that should be cool, just to make it blend in well. I am just thinking out loud right now, so just bear with me so that we can actually get done with some stuff right here, because otherwise we are still going to be building on this thing for the better part of a year or something like that. But to be honest, that is just an educated guess on my end of the spectrum. But let's continue with what I was saying a minute ago. And I was talking about building an awesome quicksand trap, because this is something that I think is really awesome, because the classic traps are by far my favorite one out of all of the styles that you have got around here today. Which is not that good now that I start thinking about it. It is actually smart that I think about this kind of stuff right now before I start doing them in the first place. But still, that would be pretty cool. At least that is what I think. I mean, no one is going to expect a thing right now, and that is exactly what I want with this right here. So no one will ever be able to go and start stealing some of my ideas again, which is good, so that I do not have go out and make more stuff over and over and over and over again. Now what this means is that I will be able to detect those people that are trying to trespass on my property, and this puts me into the advantage. It is actually giving me the high ground at that point, because they have no idea that I know that they are coming for me, so I can put up all of my defenses and I will be able to wipe the floor with every one of them. Now some might say that that would be enough, right? Just putting up the outside walls as traps. Well no, because you know walls are meant to fall. So these walls are not perfect, meaning that I will also have to protect what is inside of those walls, and that is exactly what these beds and stuff will do. It will lure them in. No one is ever going to steal from me ever again. You could see this as my way of getting payback on the people that tried to wrong me over the years. So I will not stand for any of that, and I will do whatever I will be needing to do to actually get this done and finally get back to all of the relaxation stuff that I was doing before. So let me do this right now, and it will pay for itself in the long run. I mean, all of these things are like state-of-the-art equipment, so yeah, I had to pay a state-of-the-art price for it, but that is all worth it if you ask me. I mean, eventually in the long run all of this will be paying itself back, because you know this means that less items will get stolen and I will not get grieved as often. So without all of that I can just focus on maximum relaxing around here, and that way I can work even harder when I am back in Roblox, which will make sure that I can make more and better videos, ending up in me doing a better job and making more money, so that I can keep doing these kinds of videos for you guys. Now I have still got some tricks up my sleeve for any of the guys that still think that they can come around here and bamboozle me. It is like this controlled confusion. It is all a grand illusion, because even though they think that they can just bamboozle me like that, I will show them that I can bamboozle them even harder. Because watch what I am about to do. First, I am going to build this thing like no other house before, or trap for that matter. Alright, so guys, please forgive me right now for what I am doing with this place here, because I literally have no idea what I am doing right now. This is just some on the fly thinking right here, because I literally have no idea how to use all of this. So if you have any sort of tips and tricks for me, well, it will always be welcome, of course. But right now I do not really have enough time to go look for some tutorials, because I will really need to make sure that no one finds me in this hole. I mean, no one will find me, right? I told that guy to just go away a couple of minutes ago, so I hope that he respects that instead of following me or coming back with like a group of guys or something, because I usually get intimidated pretty quick and I am like a turtle. I will need a shell so that I can hide in there, and right now I do not have a shell, so this is basically my shell right now. I will have to make sure that I can get through this, otherwise I will not have my shell for whenever more people show up, and then, well, that means that it is time to panic for me. Something like that. Okay, well, of course I will have to get out of this, right? So you know this lever will not work, because I cannot just leave my house unlocked like that, otherwise those darn strangers will definitely be showing up again. So I will need to find something new that will work instead of this. So I guess that this will work, right? I mean, there is no way that anyone would be suspicious of just some bald rocks around this place. I mean, it might look like a dump, but that is the point, right? Who would go looking for me at a dump? So I guess that will work out, especially since this is all just going to become one big trap, and we are able to lure people into this thing and never let them out, because that is pretty much the purpose of this trap. So that whenever a noob starts looking for me around here, then they will enter the place and they will be trapped forever, and they will not be able to bother me, so that way I can stay unbothered and I can keep making my videos like I love them. That is a nice thought, right? Let's hope that it works for now then. Now, of course, with all of the first wave equipment being placed down, I will just make sure that I can close up the claws right here, so that I am not going to get anyone in my back, because I am not that well protected right there, and I am already breaking the bank on this equipment in the front, so I really do not have any type of currency or something like that left to also protect my house from the back. But that does not matter, since I am in a little bit of a beach which will cover my back right there and then. Now you may have noticed that I said something about this being my first wave equipment. Well, yes, this is very true, because I will be going to build my own version of the second wave equipment, even though I am not yet sure what I am going to be using for that. But what I do know is that I am going to need something good for it, something that will make the trespassers think twice about what they are about to go do. So let's see what I can actually come up with to finish this right away. So what would you guys come up with? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, there is just too much at stake when it comes to the channel and to the people and you guys, and I am not about to throw all of that away just because I am starting to become lazy. Well, let me tell you this then, because I am not lazy, nor will I ever become lazy. Okay, never mind, I might actually be like very lazy, but that does not matter, because there is just a lot of stuff that I have to do, so there is just no time to be lazy around these days anymore. So this sub is changing from a lazy dude to an awesome dude, and there is nothing that you can do about this. But I am not mad at that. And the only reason why I am not mad at that is because I am going to be a changed man from now on. I am not just going to cast out all the people that come to me for my experienced help and such. No, I am going to change them by changing myself and my outlook on said people. So I will be getting some stuff together, and by stuff I mean explosives, and I am going to make sure that this Herobrine does not have anything to do with getting my house blown up by turning him into a pulp. That is pretty good, right? That is one way to put myself on the map again, right? I mean, I am just a freaking mastermind right now. There is no one that can beat me, I can tell you that much. I am pretty much the best destroyer out here, and I am not letting that be taken away from me, because I am the only Sub-Zero exabyte out here, and I am ready to freaking rumble, kids. I will not let this Herobrine guy get all of the attention when I deserve all of the attention, and not him at all. Alright, and of course he will not get me. Now let's hope that they will never be coming back here ever again, nor his friends or whatever. So I am going to start with all of these tools that I handpicked for the specific job just back there, and I am going to be installing some more traps and fences and stuff. You know, just some more security stuff, I guess that you would call it. And if there is one thing that I do not like, then it will be getting caught in the back with my eyes looking the other way, which would be pretty normal when someone is coming around from the back. But you know, that is all just metaphorically speaking. I am going to be loving every freaking second of this, and that will be all of it today. Now alright, my master plan is going to go into full effect right away right now, but still I am hoping that I will never actually have to use this.